Sir, but this one, right, sir? What is it? Customer profile. Basically, it's a physical site address, and uh, whether we can know whether it's a one-time customer or it's a long-term customer.
Correct, correct. Yeah. There are a lot of things decided through customer profile, customer credibility,
Sir.
and whether you are like enabling late charge for that customer, or whether you are going to send dunning letter for that customers. Uh, Aging cycle. What is the aging cycle for this customer? What are the statement cycles? So a lot of things you can decide through customer profile class. So we can segregate the customers based on customer profile class and assign to that customer site. We have hundreds of customers. So for example, 50 customer you want to send dunning letter. 50 customer you don't want to send. So in this case, we can create one separate profile for the customer to whom we are going to send dunning letter, and another profile option or profile customer profile for other customers. So we can segregate based on the requirement. We can create different customer profile. Okay. So,
Sir, and I think it's the last time what we discussed on the logbook, right, sir?
yeah.
Even without bank integration, also can we do it, sir? We can do it, right? The logbox.
Bank integration. Yeah. Bank integration
Yeah,
means if
without.
without bank integration we can do, but we have to load it manually. What we can do,
Yeah.
bank can give you a file offline.
Okay.
So that lockbox file, you just have to get that file and like place in that directory, and through SQL loader you can import it to your interface, payment interface,
Okay.
and run the program.
But
If
I
you
have,
want,
but what I've heard is, sir, like without the file also,
Mhm.
uh, we can place the transaction through UI itself. They were saying, sir.
Yeah.
Uh,
Without file also we can do, but then again it's manual activity, right?
okay. Uh,
Yeah.
that is through FBDA, right, sir?
Yeah. Every day also you
Or
can.
AFBA. Yeah. Okay.
If you want to directly integrate, then you have to integrate automatic, like that integration. So that bank will send the file
Okay, sir.
in its payment interface.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, sir.
Let me tell about something about collection. Collection, it's not a typically it's not a part of PR. Uh, it's a separate. You can say it's a micro module called advanced collection. Let me check. These are already we discussed, like receipt source, receivable activities, receipt class.
Sir,
Uh,
I think
so remit to address is our business address where we are the customer is going to communicate and send the payment, etc. Uh, Document sequence. So yeah, already we discussed how we can enable document sequence. Right, first we have to enable in specify ledger option. Then you have to create a document sequence for particular transaction category or document category. Profile option. This is seeded. Then customer profile option, customer statement, customer profile class. These are all based on SLA rules. SLA rule also, let me discuss you. Anybody knows about what is SLA? Subledger accounting, right? Do you know like what are the steps involved in creating a SLA rule and why it is required? Why it is required actually? SLA, why it is required? Even without SLA also, we are able to create accounting, right? Then why we need SLA? What is the purpose? Can you tell me?
With the help of SLA, it will help us to prepare for reporting purpose.
Not reporting. Even we.
I mean, balances. SLA will help. Yes, balances only it will hold, not all the transaction. SLA will have the balances.
No. SLA is engine, accounting engine. Subledger accounting. It's a part of. It's completely integrated to our all the subledger modules, and Oracle has provided seeded accounting method, right? Seeded accounting method. Now, there are some big organizations. They may not accept that whatever accounting method provided by or how the accounting working in Oracle seeded functionality. They may not agree with that. Their requirement can be something different. That's why Oracle has provided that through SLA you can customize your accounting. Okay, so there can be different requirement. For example, I will tell you. I'll give you an example. For example, we have 10 item category. Order management. When we are booking the order, okay. Order management, DO, distributed order orchestration. So you know what is the O2C cycle, right? O2C cycle. So you understand the importance of SLA. O2C cycle में what happens? We book the order. Book the order. Pick slip the order. Pick the order. Delivery and ship the order. Deliver the order. And then invoice. Okay. Book the order means customer has given you the requirement and book the order. Specific item. For example, we have 10 item category. Item category means item you can tell. And for each item, we have a separate account segment, right? Item A, item B, item C. And customer is ordering all the 10 items, right? Or 5 items. And for each of the items, we have different revenue account. When you are, because almost we have to, customer will pay based on that item, right? Whatever he's purchasing, right? But in item, receivable and revenue account, in transaction type, you are giving only one revenue account, right? It's not based on item, right? Only one single revenue account we are giving a particular item. So now we have 10 items and customer wants, business wants that for each based on item we have to determine the revenue account. Based on item, I have to item or item category, I have to select. In this case, we can use the SLA. Okay. So now for each 10 of the items, you can create a mapping sheet.
Oh, Adam papai, kusa papai first.
Item 1010. Suppose for example. 1010. That is one revenue account. Item 2. And item 2. So like that, we can create our mapping based on items. So that during, if the customer is purchasing item 1, the revenue account, this one will be triggered. If the customer is purchasing item 2, the second one will be triggered. So through SLA, we can customize our accounting rules as per the customer requirement. That's why we need SLA, because if you don't use SLA, we have very limited option to play around with the accounting. But with SLA engine, you can create the accounting as per your requirement. So what happens once you create an invoice? This is you need to understand this concept, because you will get interview question around that. When you create one invoice, how it happens? Create invoice. So once you create invoice and complete it, okay. Suppose you created the AR invoice and completed. In this case, the accounting will created distribution will be generated based on transaction type or auto accounting rule. Okay. Once you create the invoice, distribution, will be generated based on auto accounting rule. But after completing the account, then we have to create accounting, right? Or post to ledger. Once you create accounting, this accounting will be based on SLA rule. Okay. You can notice it. You can try that. Just simple SLA rule you can create. Because most of the companies will need SLA, because the standard accounting engine, a standard accounting rule will not work for them. So you have to customize your accounting, either it's AP or AR, fixed assets, purchasing. You need to customize your SLA. That's why SLA is very important. So once you create the invoice, that particular item, it will not hit the accounting rule or SLA rules. It will, based on the auto accounting rule, it will generate the distribution. But once you create the accounting, then SLA rules will be triggered. Then this will be the final accounting. Okay. That's why you need SLA. To SLA, what happens?
This SLA will hold the balance amount, sir.
SLA will give you the complete entries, actually, accounting entries.
Yes, sir. But will it hold the balances like GL or AP?
Yeah. That,
like GL balance.
Yeah, correct. XLA table will take all the balances as well as entries, and it will be imported to GL. Okay. So it's kind of connectivity between your subledger model and GL.
Yes, sir. Can we able to check the balances in SLA like we are checking in GL? So why? Because I'm asking is we have a document sequencing for a subledger accounting rule engine as well. So how that will be helpful, sir?
No, document SLA is not, SLA will create your accounting. Whatever accounting you are creating here, whatever after create accounting, what is the report generating, that is SLA, that is coming from SLA. And balance you can see in GL. Any balances you want to see, that you can see in GL. So for example, create accounting. So this create accounting will trigger the SLA. So I have created one project. Let me run that. Once you create accounting, like create accounting, yes. Accounting mode draft or final. If it is draft, just for review purpose. If it is final, let me run it for draft.
Sir, yeah, if you run for a draft, it will store the balances in SLA.
No, it will not store. It will not store. Report level detail. Okay. If you that again, it will, even if you make it yes, it will not transfer anything to GL, and it will not post anything.
Sir, draft accounting mode. Draft mode means unposted status, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
something else. Okay.
Draft mean unprocessed. Just to review the accounting, if your SLA working or not properly. So because once you create the accounting, maybe if something is wrong, that will be posted to GL. Again, you have to create the adjustment entry. That's why before final accounting, you should review your accounting actually. That's the common practice. So this create accounting program, you'll trigger this child program. For review the report, you can open this output for this accounting execution report. Okay, so you can see there is one credit memo, one debit memo, 2 invoices. It's draft accounted. This is the final accounting. So this is created through SLA. I have not customized anything. So whatever seeded rule given by Oracle, based on that, it is created. So now if you can review this accounting, if everything is correct, you can run the final accounting. So that will be posted to GL. So this
yes, sir, but yeah, this balance will show up in a subledger accounting rule engine, right, sir? I don't know whether it is. Yeah.
Can you tell me how many accounting method we have Oracle provide?
Seeded, we have a standard accrual, right, sir?
Again, any other?
Standard encumbrance accounting, standard accrual for encumbrance accounting, standard accrual for China.
And cash basis also there, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Have you worked on SLA? For example, if I want to customize the seeded accounting method, how can I do that?
We need to duplicate everything, right? So
Right.
initially subledger accounting rule, then the mapping set, line rules, journal entry rule sets.
Right, correct. So what you
Yeah,
can
sir.
do?
So my question is, how the subledger accounting will hold the balances, sir? So we have the document sequence numbering for that as well. For payables, we have different document sequence numbering, and SLA we have different documents numbering, and for GL as well, also we have different document numbering. So is the only purpose to change the accounting or anything else from a
Only
subledger
purpose is to change the accounting. Give you the accounting.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Yeah, understood.
Yeah, it's just a intermediary engine to give you the customized accounting. SLA is just kind of accounting engine which will give you the customized accounting as per your accounting rule. So, can you tell me what are the components of SLA?
Initially, subledger accounting methods.
Okay. Accounting method.
And we have a journal entry rule set, which includes event type.
Yeah.
Yeah, journal entry rule set.
But before that, we have creating journal entry rule set. Any other method? Like any other components we need?
Like we have to select the application. Payables, receivables.
Before setting up your journal entry rule set, we have three things, right? Accounts rule.
Yeah.
Description rule. Journal line rules, right? So three rules you have to define and mapping set if required. So mapping set, I told you how you can map, right? Like if you have multiple item category, you can map each of the items to the different revenue account. And this mapping set you can assign to accounting rule. And this account rule you can assign to journal entry rule set. Right. For example, let me go to, for example, AR accounting. The static high mo kai bhi ho. If you open it, journal line rules, journal description rule, and account rule. So there are three parts. Okay. So you have to decide like for which item you are creating rules. If you want to take the custom rules, you have to give here the rules attached here. Like for invoice distribution description. So in description rules, it is coming based out of that invoice distribution description rule. Similarly, for liability account, this is payable one. Liability account. What will be your account rules? You can give here. You can create accounting rules and you have to attach here. So there are two kind of rules, account combination rules and segment rules. Combination rules, default combination you can give here. So complete combination will be displayed based on that rule. Here, segment rule means for each of the segment of that particular combination, the account will be derived. For each of the account or each of the segment value, you can give a rule. Okay. So here you can do that. And for example, if you want to get some managed subledger journal entry rule set, here you can see lot of custom rules has been defined. Managed subledger accounts rules, for example, account mapping sheet. Mapping sheet, why it is not showing? We can go to particular module and we'll see. Go to AR module, financial, AR, all tax. Okay. Subledger, manage subledger application, subledger application option, account line rules, journal entry line rules. So for each module, you will get subledger account rule. For example, let me open the account rule here. In each of the accounts, we have rules defined by Oracle. But if you are not satisfied with that rule, you can, for example, revenue account rule, right? Let me transaction account DHGL distribution account rule, right? So why this rule is used? General ledger account for invoice, debit memo, and chargeback. So that is created by Oracle. If it is created by Oracle, means it's a shaded one. If it is some other user, like this is operation, that this is a custom one. Let me open this. So, source. How it will be created? Based on the transaction distribution general ledger account. Okay. So, whatever distribution account available in the transaction type, that will automatically it will take. So, there is no condition. So, these are all seeded. So, no need to do anything if you want to use the standard accruals. But if you want to use the custom, then you have to create your custom rules. For each, like credit memo, debit memo, everything is provided by Oracle. But you can copy that and
yes, sir. One small query. This SLA will be changed according to the country wise, or it may be only restricted to their based on their accounting share.
yeah, it is actually based on whatever SLA rules or method you are assigning to the specified ledger option. For example,
Okay.
for China, suppose we have different accounting method, right? In specified ledger option, you can assign that accounting method. For example, India, we need a separate accounting method. So you can customize that and assign to the India ledger.
Okay.
You need for USA, you need a different accounting. So you customize the copy that seeded one, customize that and assign to the USA ledger. The main thing is that under that USA, if you go here, manage subledger accounting method. start this one. This is receivable accounting. Complete subledger application. What are the event models we have? Okay. These all are shaded one. Subledger application receivable. For each of the event model, they have shaded rules like adjustment, bill receivable, miscellaneous receipt, standard receipts, transactions. Okay. You don't need to do anything. Per transaction, you have invoice, debit memo, credit memo, and chargeback. If you don't need to create any subledger application is already there. So under application, you have to just customize your rule. Not this one. Basically, I want to show you the complete accounting method. Let me go to GL. General ledger. Nice. You can see here the accounting method per fixed asset, accounting method per collections, receivable. So different accounting method they have provided. This is for payable, lease accounting, joint venture management,